It's Ash Wednesday. It's Mark Pires.
I was walking down the
And this is the longest running daily show on the planet, Mark Inspires. Yeah, that's right. I think we should change the name. I don't know. Maybe. We'll consider it. But we're here again, 14 days in a row, Joanne says. 1,514 days in a row of positivity. Live songwriting, comedy, and just pure inspiration. Living in the moment, trying to inspire each other to live in our greatness. We have greatness in front of us, but we have to first find ourselves in the moment in order to create opportunities for ourselves. That doesn't happen if we're distracted by everything else they're trying to put in front of us. So you need to have a scope, and then you need to step back. You need to do you. You need to figure out what makes you tick and dig in, my friend. Tonight we're going to do it like we've done for 1,514 days in a row. We're going to write a song. But first and foremost, I wrote a song last night because of Lady Bain. I don't know if you guys know Lady Bain, amazing jazz singer, blues. She's got this soulful, you know what I'm saying? Check her out. She's on YouTube, Soul. You know what I'm saying? When you get the soul and you bring it out, the soul comes out. Lady Bain. So also, that's what we do here on this show. This is the soul breathing. So I hope you guys will stick around because I'm going to play the newest song I'm going to release. It's I've got 196 on iTunes and Spotify. If you do like my music, you can go and listen in your car for 16 hours. My 16th album comes out in about a week and a half. This song will probably be on it. It's called Never Give Up. And I hope you guys will stick around for it because it's a song that will inspire you to do something amazing tomorrow. Just the title alone, Never Give Up. I'm excited. This is my song in the background. It's called Something to Live For.
Yeah, yeah. There's something to die for. Yeah, yeah, yeah. There's something to live for. There's something to die for.
Matt Zabrowski sitting next to me. He's about to hit us with a woohoo. Guys, when you have a friggin' woohoo for Matt Zabrowski here on a Wednesday, Ash Wednesday, got the ashes. I'm doing it. Guys, when you're a sinner. I'm a sinner. You know, we're all sinners, right? Joanne says she's not a sinner, she's a Weezer. We know Joanne.
I need more. Something to die for. Oh, won't you give me more? Hey, so many perfect ways to spend your days. It hit me. Oh, wow, there's something to live for. Yeah, yeah. There's something to die for. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Zabrowski, you ready? Zabrowski, stop drinking your freaking yoo-hoo. Guys, let's not do the woo-hoo.
Something to die for. Yeah, yeah, yeah. There's something to live for.
Matt Zabrowski from New York City is coming out. Do the woohoo. Throwing it to him. Right? Holy freaking cow! You guys are on TikTok. You should be on YouTube right now because Zabrowski just hit us with the woo-woo in HD. Guys, we're about to take out the BeatSeat, the first drum for guitar players. I invented and patented it. There's only one place to get a BeatSeat. You should check it out at beatseat.rocks. Her, H.E.R, amazing artist that she is one of the first artists to have a BeatSeat. I built it for her right before the pandemic. And every single night I write songs on it. This is the BeatSeat. That's my freaking feet, guys. While I play my guitar. first drum in the world you can freaking rock out by yourself while you play your favorite instrument. But the BeatSeat may become your favorite instrument. But if you don't have your guitar in your hands, it's the first drum in the world you could sit completely upright and play with your hands and feet at the same time. You guys may know of something called a cajon. It's freaking crap. You know, you got one panel, you got to bend over to play it. BeatSeat? Got a freaking toms. We got it all on the BeatSeat. It's one drum. Sounds like a freaking drum kit. BeatSeat.rocks. Anyway, Andrew Golden in the house. S-Coop. We got some fam and friends on TikTok. I hope you guys will head over to YouTube. The link is in the bio. 1,514 days in a row. Long form. We're going to tune this puppy up. We were rocking on it yesterday. You guys want to hear the new song? How many people are here? We need to get like 30 or 40 people here, guys. Come on. Let's make it happen. Because it's called Never Give Up. We need a ton of people here for a song called Never Give Up. Play for you guys. It's a pretty cool tune. Let's try something different. While we're waiting for a few other people to show up, I'm going to play you another random song of mine. How about that? Traveling eastward with the wind at my back, and I'm leaving, and there's no turning back. All alone, but that's okay with me. Stand with the crowd, few follow proud, and the memories fall like these droplets from my eyes. I need to be alone. I need to be alone. La, 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 la. I'm standing on my own again. I need to be alone, yeah. Love an electric guitar.
I'm leaving. And there's no turning back. All alone, but that's okay with me. I need to be loved, la 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 la. I need to be loved. I need to be alone. Get away. No, I can't get away from me. I'm broken down. I need to be alone. La, 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 la. I need to be alone. La 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 la. I need to be alone, alone now. Oh, I need to be alone. Yes, alone. I need to be alone, alone. Long, 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 I need to be alone.
'Cause I feel like I'm finding myself again. 'Cause I feel like I'm finding myself again. I need to be alone. I wrote that in 1997. We're about to play a song I wrote yesterday. Neil, how are you, my friend? So good to see you, pal. I hope you guys enjoy this song. I wrote it last night for Lady Bain. Lady Bain's a dear friend of mine because we both started streaming around the same time, or at least, dropping content, I think. It was December 31st, 2018 for me, and I've been live every day since. This is 1,514 days in a row of live music, comedy, in the moment, inspiration, and just trying to see if we could break away from the lies of this world, the negativity of this world for just about an hour, maybe a little more. So just for this couple minutes, and guys, what I mean by couple minutes, I tailored this thing. There's also something very powerful about this song. At the very end, there's this moment that took place where after we created the song, I played it back. I usually do this, where I think this is it. Oh, I guess I erased it just now. Yeah, I just erased it, unfortunately, when I put this thing in. When I did the I Need to Be Alone song. But anyway, you're about to hear the song. But at the very end of it, I added this really mysterious, angelic sounding harmony. And it's very interesting that song came out last night, just around midnight, and we're releasing it on Ash Wednesday. And there's very much like an angelic feeling to it when you hear all these vocals that I meld together in the moment. This is a live looping, live creation show. So what you hear right now when I play this song happened live last night, and then I condense it down afterwards. So it was about 18 minutes. I think it's about four minutes, guys, and change. Pretty excited about this one. This is radio ready. So without further ado, never give up. I'm going to flip the screen so the fam and friends over here on TikTok can see this and hear this. But you should head to YouTube. It's much better. Sounds better, looks better. It's in HD. Let's get over to it. Here we go. Joanne, can you please stop wheezing? I'm about to play a new song. She always destroys the new stuff with her wheeze. Guys, don't ever give up. Oops, I just clicked the button. Great. Joanne, when you click a button and then now I have to be suffering. I'm trying to figure out how to change it. It's because she was wheezing and she touched it at the same time. Can we go back over here, Joanne? I'm going to just start this off. February? Yo, I'm not even going to do it, Joanne. We're playing the song. Here we go. Never Give Up. A song about never giving up. You know that's my jam right there. Life can be so difficult. Every day you wake up faced with the challenges of just getting through it. But I see you make it through your most difficult days, and it's 'cause you've got the heart of a lion. Don't ever give up. Don't ever give up. Don't ever give up. No. You see your competition. It's in the mirror. All you got to do is keep your chin up, 'cause you know you're gonna see another sunrise. That's all you gotta do.
Don't ever give up. No, 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 no. Don't ever give up. No. Coming back from the worst days, you just keep coming back. Don't ever give up. No, don't ever give up. No, don't ever give up. No, 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 no. Don't ever give up. Today, you're going to look back with gratitude when you get through it. Don't ever give up. No. Don't ever give up. No. Don't ever give up. No. Don't ever give up. Your heart beating, yeah. Don't ever give up. No, 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 no. Don't ever give up. No, 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 no. Don't ever give up. No, 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 no. Fire makes you tick and keep on going. You don't ever give up. How you're gonna make it through anything else. Don't ever give up. Oh my goodness. Man, I'm like in love with that song already, and it just came out 37 minutes ago. I sent it to Lady Bain. I don't know if she'll be able to make it out, but I was hoping she'd see that when I released it for the first time. But what do you guys think? Woo! Don't ever give up, no. But that end with I told you, with the harmonies at the end, the angelic stuff. Listen to this. Tell me a song about never giving up. You know that's my jam right there. Hold on, listen to this angelic thing I was telling you at the end. Listen to this right here. Get through anything else. It's already in there, but this is where it comes in. Don't ever give up. And then that part's just like the cream, woo, like that's just craziness right there, you know? Oh, that was a fun song to put out. Guys, it's not out. It's unlisted, but I put it over here on YouTube if you want to get it. You have to head over from TikTok over to YouTube. Link in bio. I've been live 1,514 days in a row. Join the freaking longest running show on planet Earth.
different with that bass line. Let's try it again. That's what that was on. It's close. I'll do with that. You know what I mean? That works. Now we take out the BeatSeat, the first drum for guitar players, and we freaking rock and roll on that. Bass gives me an opportunity. That bass is not on fully. That's the problem. Let's get the drum in there first. How about that? You had a good vibe going there too. You messed it all up. I don't like it. How's that song go again? It's the Grim Reaper one. Don't Fear the Reaper. It almost sounds like the Grim Reaper tune. I think that's sort of how it goes. That's why. The Grim Reaper tune. days in a row, getting together for the longest running show. Here on YouTube every night at 10 p.m. Don't you know? No, you don't, but now you do. So come back tomorrow and we do this every night. Yeah, we try to get away, live in the light. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's the Renaissance man, the family jam. Yeah. Oh, we sometimes call it many things. At the end of the day, it's just a love and light. Yeah, we're just going to fight it together. Oh, it's the family jam. Oh, it's the family jam. Yeah, yeah. Joanne is wheezing in the background. Yep, I can't get enough of it, and I gotta put it into every song. Yep, it's in the beat seat. You hear it in the beat, yeah, you know it sounds sweet. If you just close your eyes and you're like, that's the sound of a friggin' drum kit. No, it's not. It's Joanne when she's wheezing. Yep, I'm gonna say it again and again, and you know we're gonna get down like we did yesterday and every day. Yes, we do, cause this is the Renaissance Family Jam. Yeah, 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 yeah. Family Jam, Family Jam, Family Jam. The Family Jam. I see Virginia in the chat, yeah. Neil has its kicking back and more deep. No, I go saying Trish Gillian, yeah. More deep saying F. Joanne. Family Jam, yeah. Family Jam. Yeah, yeah. Jam, yeah, Family Jam is the Family Jam, 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 jam. Family Jam, Family Jam, Family Jam. Family Jam, Family Jam, family jam. Whoa, 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 whoa. It's the take a ride with me. We're going on a fantastic journey, yeah. Just from here to across the galaxy. You gonna come along? You could bring some friends. We're going on a fantastic ride, yeah. Fit everyone inside, looking out the windows as we glide across time. Yeah, it's the family jam. It's the family jam. It's the family jam. Next time, yeah, Milky Way. It's the family jam. Looking back across the time tracks you seem to leave behind. Yeah, so no one's looking back. Oh, everyone's laughing, smiling, yeah. 'Cause it's the family jam. It's the family jam. It's the family jam. Family jam. Jim, my brother, you sitting playing on your BeatSeat, my friend? I want to welcome Jim to the show. Jim bought a BeatSeat, and I really hope he's been rocking out on it and getting into it. Freaking throw it, dude. Right against the freaking wall. What's that? No, Joanne, it's your wheeze that makes me want to do it. She goes, why would you do that? That wasn't that bad, Mark. Thanks, Joanne. Just vote of confidence back there. It wasn't that bad. Thanks. You know, when you're doing it and Joanne gives you the wheezeroo and then tells you that what you're doing is not that bad, you gotta take it into account. You know what I mean? You're like, thanks, Joanne. Wheezy McGee.
Come back no more. No, 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 no. Hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more. No, 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 no. Oh, say, pretty baby, don't you treat me this way. I'll be back on my feet someday. Don't let me do. Sometimes ain't got no money, you just ain't no good. I guess if you say so, got this back my day. Let go, hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more. No, 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 no. Hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more. Don't you come back no more. I think this is when Ray Charles comes out, right, Joanne? Or is that just you wheezing? We'll try to do it instead of Joanne wheezing. It'll be better. Oh, you say, listen, baby, don't you treat me this way. I'll be back on the feet someday. It don't matter what you do. Just understood. You ain't got no money. yeah. Don't you come back no more. Don't you come back no more. Oh, don't you come back no more. No, 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 no. Hit the road, 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 yeah. Don't you come back no more. No, 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 no. Hit the road, yeah. Don't you come back no more. No, don't you come back no more. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hit the road, yeah. 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 Hit that road, you got to hit the road. No one to see you no more. Got to hit the road, yeah. Banana, hit the road, yeah. But don't you come back no more. No, 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 no. No more. No more. No more. Yeah. Don't come no more. Yeah. No, 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 no. Yeah, 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 yeah. Don't you ever no more. Oh, hit the road, yeah. You come back no more. No, hit the road. Hit the road, hit the road, hit the road, hit the road. So you come back no more. Don't you come back no more. Joanne. You know, Joanne, if you weren't wheezing back there, it would have been a really good song. Ray Charles rolling around in his grave. Joanne destroyed the whole freaking thing. The experience. The Joanne experience. You know, we should change the name to the Joanne experience. I think that would be better than Mark Inspires. You know? Joanne experience. I'd watch it. What happens in that show? She freaking wheezes. I will say this just because I'm happening. I never really look in the chat when I'm in the process. You know what I mean? But I just happen to pop up and I see Neil kicking it with us. Neil, just so you know, and this is something I want everybody to know, just so you know how I feel about it. I put on my show the way I put on my show because I've never used the crutch of swearing. I don't think I need to in order to be funny or to touch on things. Sometimes when I'm angry, I want to, and occasionally I randomly do. But I want the people in the chat to totally be themselves. And this is something that I think along the way in the 1,514-day journey,
You know, I had a lot of people who came in and they were really like, some people were trolling a little and this, that, and other thing. And the immediate move was to ban people. And I think that's a bad move because this is a show that's suppressed. I'm the most suppressed person on the planet. I'm certain of it. So if that's the case, I can't allow others to be suppressed. So I want people to be themselves. I want you guys to speak the way you speak. I want you to, in the chat, if you drop F-bombs, drop the F-bombs. And I'm sorry if people in the chat don't like it. Don't be offended by it. Some people, I want people to speak their mind and to speak the way they speak. So if it happens to be that you're saying words some others don't like, I don't know. I mean, that is kind of a little bit of a fine line, but honestly, I don't care. I don't. I want people to want to come back. That to me is that's the priority, is to get every single person on planet Earth that has a positivity within them to want to show up again tomorrow. And the last thing I want is for someone to say, I'm not going back there because I can't be myself. This show's about being yourself. So make sure you're yourself in the chat. Me, I'm here doing me. But at the end of the day, I really don't worry about people who are going to come back and find the show and watch the chat replay. I don't care. If they see that in 5 years, whatever, dude. We're here to have a great time. They watch the show. They see the content. I do my show. But please be yourselves in the chat so you guys want to come back again tomorrow. And that's the idea here. I got to make sure that we make this environment amazing for everybody. So when you come in here, you're not feeling like there's all these rules. There's no rules. This is a live in the moment show. There is no script. I don't even know what I'm going to do. So at the end of the day, I have my own personal thing why I do my show the way I do. It's more because I have kids that one day I don't want them to come and see me dropping F-bombs and all this stuff. That's the only reason. I do it when I'm not in front of the camera. You know, it's not like I'm like a anti the F-bomb or something. I've said it a few times here in the 1,514 days. I don't say it very often, but the key is I want you guys to be like, man, I went to see Mark Pires or Mark Inspires or whatever the freaking we're going to call this channel at the end of the day. And when I was there, I felt so great because the music brought me up. The people in the chat were awesome. And I also got to say how I feel. I got to speak my mind, and you know, I maybe I'm a little raw with the way I speak, but I also didn't have to conform and all of a sudden then feel awkward when I left that platform. I don't want anybody feeling awkward here. I want people feeling love and feel like you're a part of something. I will say you don't have to go out there and be crazy, you know, dropping all these crazy, but I don't think that that's a reason for someone to not be here or to feel like they have to leave. To me, we have to include everybody here. This isn't a like, oh, okay, if you feel like you're a freaking cat, you could come and watch the show. I don't want you if you're a person who thinks you're a cat. That I'm not into. You know what I mean? But if you decide you're a human being who wants to be around cool people, listen to some music, some comedy, and occasionally you throw out a comment that's going to push the limit a little bit, I think that's what this show is. I push the limit all the time on the screen without saying. Dude, I started a freaking show called Sensei Round Eye. Right? So just saying, like, I pushed the envelope like a motherfucker. You know what I mean? I didn't even... Joanne, that was your fault back there. But seriously, I pushed the envelope. I don't say things that are like, you know, Bao Shen Lao, but I would literally, like, I pushed the envelope. Norfolk, when we did the whole scenes on Norfolk in Virginia, right, Virginia? Virginia came in late, but she missed it. When you're in Norfolk, you know, and you get, really, you're at the party and you got Norfolked up, you know, with your friends, that's tough, you know. Maybe you saw that significant other or whatever, like, I want to go get Norfolked, you know, tonight. Lose your Virginia. I get it. You know, you want to lose your Virginia and get Norfolked. Bye, men and guys, we do it all here. Oh, look at that. Making pancake now and syrup Pires. I like that. Dude, I want some freaking pancakes and syrup. What the frig, Maudib? You didn't make me any. You didn't make me any freaking... No, Lady Bain, you didn't miss it. It's on. You can watch it. I got to give her the link to it. Don't ever give up. Some fire. I think that song was pretty much one of the coolest things, you know, just because we did it last night. But every night I write something and then we try to release it. What did we write tonight? We had something tonight, right? Joanne. This was pretty cool. There are super chats. You guys are amazing. Hold on, I'm gonna go back and see. Chicken fried rice, yeah, always tastes nice when you go to the Chinese restaurant. You're like, yo, I want some sesame chicken on the side, like with the chopsticks. I don't know, got to put them in your honey butt. Joanne, they were telling you that. Virginia, thank you so much for your donation. And Neil, thank you, my brother. You are amazing. Thank you so much for your donation. Very, very, very much appreciated. When you're here and you get love from Neil and you get love from Virginia. Lost your Virginia to Neil. That didn't sound right. But freaking Derek Pardon makes the best, fluffiest pancakes. I want the pancakes. Maudib said he made me some pancakes. Maudib, send it like Jerome. I'm eating them. I'm freaking Mrs. Butter at it. I go to make some pancakes right now. Like, what the are we talking about? You know, you gotta get them pancakes on the platter. Yeah, you gotta put that Mrs. Butterworth on the top. Are we allowed to say that anymore? I don't know. Maybe change the name Ginger Bain. Oh wait, that was all a rhyme right there, guys. Because we have Cassandra here, Lady Bain. That's going to be cool to play back. That was some crazy guitar playing a few minutes ago. I have to play this for Lady Bain. She's here. Thank you so much for your donation. Cassandra, you're amazing. Yesterday you were here and you says, Mark, why don't you write a song about never giving up? And this is the final version of Never Give Up. Okay, you're not going to give me some audio? Here we go, Joanne. Joanne, can you keep the wheeze down while we play this for Ginger? And that's really Lady Bain to all of you guys. Cassandra to me. Here we go. Going full screen on it. And by the way, I'm giving this link really quickly. I'm giving this link back in the chat so Cassandra can listen to this.
A song about never giving up. You know that's my jam right there.
It's unlisted right now.
Life can be so difficult. Every day you wake up faced with the challenges of just getting through it. But I see you make it through your most difficult days, and it's 'cause you've got the heart of a lion. Don't ever give up. Don't ever give up. Don't ever give up. No. You see your competition. It's in the mirror. All you got to do is keep your chin up, 'cause you know you're gonna see another sunrise. That's all you gotta do. Don't ever give up. No, 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 no. Don't ever give up. Coming back from the worst days, you just keep coming back. Don't ever give up. No, don't ever give up. Don't ever give up. No, 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 no. Don't ever give up.
back with gratitude when you get through it. Don't ever give up. No.
Don't ever give up. No. Don't ever give up. No. Don't ever give up. Don't ever give up.
Oh, just keep your heart beating. Yeah.
Don't ever give up. Don't ever give up. Don't ever give up. Don't ever give up.
Fire what makes you tick and keep on going. You don't ever give up. How you're gonna make it through anything else. Don't ever give up. Don't ever give up. Don't ever give up. Oh my goodness. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. And Lady Bain. It wouldn't have happened if it wasn't for Lady Bain, you know? If she didn't, say, hey, write a song about never giving up, that song would not exist. So thank you, Cassandra. Thank you for asking for that title. Man, I can't tell you the amount of time the title's been thrown at me. We wrote a great song or something came out that was pretty crazy, and maybe it hasn't even been released yet, but every night I like to be challenged. I really like for someone to give me a topic or give me a title and let me just expound on it. And especially when it's something that can become a story. We've written lots of stories. The Hollow Earth story of getting, there's a couple of crazy songs. From Sea to Shining Sea is a crazy story about some tornado that's taking the whole world by storm. Like, not taking everybody. I'm getting tired. You know what it is? I've been working so hard in real estate. It's been a really just an insane couple months. But we still managed to come out here and put on whatever we can for a show on a daily. And man, don't ever give up is the most important thing that you need to remember always. There's a line in there I absolutely love. Renaissance Mang in the house. Loving it. Oh, Cassandra, thank you so much. My favorite line in the song, there's a few of them, but my favorite line is when I say, because it's one of my quotes, that don't ever give up, because there will be a day in the future when you look back with gratitude that you had the strength to keep going. And I wrote that early on in my show when I was on Instagram. I was dropping things every day. And I was dropping like 3 quotes a day. Stuff like, everybody's a nobody till they're somebody. I was thinking like the people that everyone's looking up to, like all these gurus and stuff. I'm like, why are you looking up to people because they found success in some niche? But what makes them better than you? There's nothing that makes them better than you at all. And everybody's a nobody till there's somebody. When I wrote that, I was like, oh yeah. I used to sit there and I'd look at my little Canva app, and I just had the quote that I dropped maybe a couple hours earlier, and I'm like, okay, let me find a new photo. I'd find a photo of something that was like some sort of inspirational thing, and I'd pop it on there, and I'd just think of a quote real quick. Maybe 5 minutes later, I'd have a freaking crazy quote like time plus effort equals result. Or how about this one? See it, believe it, become it. You need to see your opportunities. You need to believe that you can accomplish them, and then you need to become the best version of yourself to actually do it. And those three things take place at the same time. Neil, thank you so much. Wow, amazing. I really appreciate the donation. You're amazing. I really appreciate that. But time plus effort equals result. You know, the other thing that my favorite quote, one of them, okay, again, there's too many for me to list, but this one. You know, throughout my life, I've had people tell me I can't do things. You're not good enough, or you don't have what it takes to do something, or, you know, you just can't do it. You can't go live every day, like stuff like that. And when someone tells you you can't, smile and thank them for the fuel. That's one of my favorite quotes. I wrote that one early on, too. When someone says you can't, smile and thank them for the fuel. Oh, goodness. I can go through my quotes. You guys would be like, what? There's some crazy stuff there. How about this one? This is one of my favorite ever. And I wrote this one somewhere along the line, too. The only difference between me and my physical heart is that I will never quit. That one you could take to the freaking bank. I love that. I remember I said that to someone like, well, that is what the scene's kind of morbid. I'm like, no, one day my heart will quit, but I won't. You know, and that's the difference is so one thing has a finite amount of time, the other one doesn't. The other one is just strictly your mission. What's your mission? Everybody's got a mission. I believe that mine is to go live every day at 10 p.m. and one day break through the barrier they've created for me over 4 years ago. And one day we dominate the airwaves with enough people to affect real change in the world. I met someone today. I was getting a sandwich, and she says, I said, you know, I have a show on YouTube. She goes, oh, yeah, what's it about? I was like, oh, well, it's a positivity platform, you know, and I try to inspire people to find the greatest version of themselves while writing songs and comedy and just saying things that I wish I could be hearing, you know. And she goes, oh, I love that. And I said, well, you should stop in sometime. I said, my motto is, she goes, I'm always saying that we have to start doing little things. And I said, well, my motto is to affect a positive change one person at a time. I hope that's you today. She goes, oh, I love that. And I said, yeah, it's actually, she goes, oh, do you have a card? I said, yeah, it's actually, here's my card. And I said, it's actually on the card. It's my old Renaissance Man cards. I said, look, here, it's on the card. So that's no longer the name of the show, but just type my name in. And he looked right under my logo. And she goes, oh, it's right there. Yeah. She goes, I love that quote. And that is my motto for this show. Again, I have lots of quotes, but look on the corner of the screen right now. Right now in the corner, what does this say? Mark Pires, affecting a positive change one person at a time. That's my goal. It's tough, too, when they don't let new people find me. So it's like, how am I supposed to affect a real change in this world if they don't even let anybody new come along? I'd love to know how Renaissance Man found out. Miss Hermit, how are you? Good to see you. So in general, I just wanted you guys to understand something, that we show up here every day because there's a lot of nonsense in this world, and there's a lot of hatred and negativity. Most of it's divisive. In fact, if you go and you see my TikTok platform, whenever I post anything that's a piece of comedy, a piece of inspiration, or a piece of music, they don't share it with really anybody. 200 views, 300 views. I got 10,000 subscribers or followers over there now, almost 11. Because they share my news stories. When I do a controversial news story, is a story like there's a train derailment and there's a toxic spill, and like all of a sudden they'll share that, you know, and then we have 50,000 views. I got 550,000 views on a piece of crap piece of content about the fires in Kissimmee. And by the way, that was, I want to say that was because of S-Coop. S-Coop told me about something, and I went and did the story about it. We had 500,000 views. And you know what? I should be getting 500,000 views on every piece of content. But they only do it on the weird stuff that's going to create controversy. I don't know, if someone's like, oh, there's conspiracy, and other people are like, no, it's just a freaking fire. And there's like, oh. But this is what we have. They want controversy. They want us to hate each other. When you show up here, we're here lifting each other up and sending love to each other. The songs are all passion and truth. The moments that we are together with that guitar, or when I got the green screen going and we're improvising something, that is magic. It's the only magic that exists. Everything else is manufactured. You know, my daughter, she wants me to do all these magic tricks all of a sudden. She's at that age. She's 7. She goes, can you show me some magic tricks? It's funny. I was telling you guys, I used to do all these crazy David Blaine magic tricks. I still have my cards. We've done a few here over the 1,500 days. And I was like, yeah, I should be doing more magic tricks. I used to do crazy card tricks. And now my kids are old enough that they'd actually be like, wait, how the freak did you do that? And like, I don't do it? Like, what are we talking about over here? So I'm going to start doing it. I used to make cards float. I used to do all kinds of cool stuff. Like I had this quarter and I'd make the coin float and I could show you that it's not even me. It's like floating in the air. It's all illusion, but still it was really cool. My guitar is a Gibson Les Paul, a custom something shop. I got this when I was on the road. This and a Martin I got on the road when I was like 24, 25. And I was in Minnesota and somebody was like hard up on cash and they sold me their Gibson and their Martin. And it was like a ridiculous deal. I was like, yeah. And then it's funny, that Gibson sat in a case for 15 years. Yeah, no, longer. Hold on a minute. For 17 years, this guitar sat in a case because I thought it was broken. Like I got it, and the crazy thing was this right here is like, I didn't realize that this piece right here could be loosened and lowered and tightened. I thought it was like locked in place, and the strings were like on the fretboard. I was like, this thing's broken the next shot or something, you know. But then while we were filming Batmark versus Supermark, my first feature film, I'm wearing the Bat cape because I'm literally dressed up as Batman in this movie. And I turned and the cape has got like weights at the end of it's like a real Batman outfit. I got a real deal Batman outfit. I should be wearing that thing, you know what I mean? And going out there and doing TikToks with that. And so I got the Batmark outfit on and I turn and the cape rips down my ES 165 jazz guitar and the neck snaps in half. Like right at the top. And so I'm like, no. But then I finished filming anyway. I was like, God, I don't give a crap. I got to finish this film. But then we're like, we have no more jazz guitar. What am I supposed to play with? Forced all of a sudden to pull out this Gibson. And that night I tinkered and I figured it out. I'm like, oh my goodness, this thing loosens. And before you know it, I had it playing. And since then, I don't want to play an acoustic guitar anymore. I just want to freaking tear it up in the electric. And the other thing is, guys, I got to get another electric. Like, I got to get more electric guitars now because I have to feel out different tones of different guitars. Like, I'm looking at Fenders right now because I'm trying to figure out what the tone of a Fender will bring to my creative process and what kind of songs we'll write with a Fender. You know, it's like, it's weird how you could start tailoring these guitars to different styles of music. And I'm like, wait a minute. We do all kinds of styles of music with the Les Paul. But it's the only electric guitar I've ever played in my life. I don't know what a Fender sounds like. Can you believe that? I've never played a Fender before. I mean, I may have like picked one up at the store and just like plugged it in real quick, but I've never played a Fender. And I never played a Les Paul really before this. I always played acoustic guitars. I actually was like, I was a bit of a snob about it when I used to be like, acoustic, everything's got to be natural. And I love the sound of the acoustic. And by the way, I love playing my acoustic. Now I'm graduated, to a different level, or I don't want to do it. But I feel like if I played a concert, this is what would happen if I played out at a real show. If you guys, I do, right, Renaissance Man? I'm getting one. Neil, I'd be on any podcast. I'm open to talk to anybody. You guys know that here. Like, I think we should start I would love to be on more shows. But I think what's important is to see what these other guitars sound like, So I'm looking at other guitars, but I don't, honestly, right now, it's like I'm focused on real estate. I don't think I can go out and buy another guitar right now. We'll see. You need to do a lyric. I know. Yes, absolutely, Neil. Believe me, if you go and listen to my 196 songs, you'll hear all about the programming. It's funny, but I don't even know if I guess it's me who said it because I think about everything we what we've done over 1,500 days here, but like one day, if someone actually comes across all my content, which is up to 3,100 and something pieces of content, all right? Nobody's ever going to get through all that. You can't. You cannot. You'd have to start watching it when you were like a baby to get through it all by the time you're an adult. And maybe one day somebody will get a Guinness for that, watching every piece of Mark Pires content. Guinness! Mark Pires never got a Guinness for going live 1,514 days in a row, long form. But the person who watched all his content did. But that I say it's going to be impossible for anybody to ever get through all my content. But what I realized while doing all of the things that we do here over and over is that this is the ultimate truth show. It's pure inspiration, live creation, but it's the ultimate truth show. So every single night that I've shown up here, I may not talk about something specific in the news that day, but everything that has come out of me for the last 4 years and I guess 52 days has been the moment. So whatever was going on in the world came out. And if you go listen to the music specifically, the songs like Mandate This, Stop the Hate, Nothing Makes Sense in 2021, We're in the Twilight Zone, Masked Up, The End Days. You could go through my albums. There's so many songs that are society-driven songs, and everything I said came true. That's not a cocky thing. I was watching the scientists that were all canceled. I was listening to the people that were all speaking truth and common sense, and then all of a sudden they didn't have a platform anymore. And I happened to just be a guy that they deplatformed so early on that it didn't matter what I put out. They weren't going to let anybody find it because they already had me under control. This guy could show up for the rest of his life. No one's ever going to find him. That's the perspective of social media and Mark Pires. That's why I should change the name to Mark Inspires, because if I continue on this path of Mark Pires, we'll be here 10,000 days in a row and still with 15 people or whatever, 18 people. And it's not because the show sucks, because it's the moment taking place. Here's the thing, actually. I would watch a show that's live every day in the moment to see if it sucks, like in that moment, because it's live creation. So like I'm tuning in to see if it sucks today. You know what I mean? Like I'm going to see if there's some fire or not, or if it sucks. It's live in the moment. Is it good or not? Let's go see what it is today, because it's happening right now. How was it yesterday? It was great yesterday. That's awesome. That means the moment was pretty solid yesterday. How was it? I don't know. Let's go see if it sucks. Stop by. Let's inspire each other. Kill it and grill it. You like Mark Inspires? The weird thing is, it looks good when you put it like that. Should I just leave it that way and not put my P for... I guess anybody who knows will look... They won't know. I didn't even know. Furman Vidal had to say Mark Inspires and put the P capital for me to realize that my name is in the word inspires. You know? Yeah, Neil, you're right. It is. It is all word of mouth. It's really going to be you guys. I always say that. Like somebody out there is going to tune in, catch this show, and they're going to have a massive following, and they're just going to tweet it. They're going to go out there and they're going to drop a piece of content of mine and say, dude, this guy's live every night forever at 10 p.m. You should stop over and say hello because it's freaking free. And there's live songwriting and comedy and powerful moments. Why would you not want to at least pop in to see if it sucks today? Like, I think because we're such a negative world. Tune in to see if my show sucks today. And the positive people who know the freaking show is ridiculously awesome every day, I'll see you tomorrow. You know what I mean? What are we talking about? But, no, in general, I feel like we all have to be very much more vocal about what we like. And if the thing you like, or one of the things you like, is to tune into the show, tell freaking everybody, because there's plenty of room on this train. it's just getting going. 1,514 days in a row. Guys, for 15/15 tomorrow, what are we going to do? I think we should have some sort of comedy tomorrow. Maybe a green screen? What do you think, Joanne? Joanne, wake up! I'm freaking throwing something at Joanne. Joanne! No, stop wheezing back there. Oh, now you're tooting? Guys, there's something wrong with that hiney butt, you know? Oh, goodness. Remember, tomorrow, we do it again. Day 1,515 in a row. Right, Joanne? Joanne, again you're sleeping. She went right back to sleep. She's got one of those narcolepsy things going on. Humongocarditis. You know, it's because she trusted a psyop. Andrew Golden, kill it and grill it. Leisure number 7. Neil Hassett, thank you again for your donations. Pamela Swan, S. Coop, Trish Killian, Virginia, thank you for your donations. You guys are amazing. We have liberty and freedom. Warden Fissel. Guys, when we're down it, we're doing it. Who's here with us on TikTok? I'm saying thank you. Suzanne Paddock, you rock. Thank you so much for kicking it with me. I hope you give me a follower-roo, because I've been live forever and a day. Is Joanna's 1,514 days in a row forever and a day? She's sleeping again. Leisure number 7. Guys, if you can, share the freaking heck out of something. You know, the more you do it, the better off we are as a fam and friends. When the world learns about the longest running show on earth, Mark Inspires. Woo! Until tomorrow. You got to go away. It's Mark Pires. You got to go. And this is Mark Inspires. Until tomorrow. Love you guys. You got to go away. Yeah.